still up at the top of the table. So Miguel is pulled ahead in a 3-2.
And we are 20 minutes in. 20 minutes.
Only 15.
20 minutes and 18 here.
Okay.
18, 23, 24, 25. And we've played 5 games.
Wow. I wish my matches went that quickly.
Oh, I know. My 8-ball match in League Wednesday night was an hour. Oh, my God.
That's right. You were telling me about that.
Yeah, it was not good.
I didn't go till on Wednesday night. Just trying to remember.
Yeah, I know. We missed you.
I didn't go to your league either. I didn't go to your league. I didn't go to my own league. I enjoyed the sunset on the California coast on Wednesday night.
Well, whatever.
You know.
Priorities.
Exactly. So we definitely can't see enough of that 2-ball to try and take it down. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to do something here. And my hope would be, or my plan would be to play safe here.
He wants to get behind that mess of balls there.
He does, and that's the one opening he doesn't want to give.
Well, it doesn't look like Stan can see that.
I don't know.
And normally Stan would get out his jump cue here, I would think. But he might be able to masse around that 7 a little bit.
And that's what he did.
And I don't think Miguel can see the whole
all of
2-ball
it, I don't
either.
think so.
Yeah.
Probably see a little
The way
bit of
these guys can play speed position is just
phenomenal.
it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know, because nobody can say that they don't have a stroke.
Yeah.
Either one of them, you know.
Exactly.
And to be able to do those touch shots that they do is pretty cool.
Had I tried that 2-ball, first of all, I'd have to get around the 7-ball, and then secondly, to position it so that there was no view on either side. I would end up with one that would not have gone too far, or
I would have hit
both.
the 7. I would have hit the 7. I wouldn't even gotten to the 2-ball. So there you go.
So this might be the opportunity that Miguel needs to.
He's currently up in this match, 3-2. And he just has to.
He had a very nice roll there, it looks like.
Yeah, he sure did.
So Stan's gonna probably have to kick at this. Or extremely masse around that 3-ball. You guys unfortunately don't have the other camera view, but he's jacked up and gonna masse around it. And does.
And holds the cue ball so he doesn't scratch.
Does leave Miguel a almost straight in shot on that 2-ball. So now the question is whether or not the 3 goes by the 7.
Or is he going to do a
Yes, it goes by the 7.
multi-ball combo? Come on, Miguel. That's what the viewers want.
I will have to say that in this match, since they can't jump and they've left themselves hooked a couple of times, I'm seeing more massaging going on than like any other match.
Oh, yeah.
So Adrienne wants us to talk, I think.
Apparently. I'm not sure why.
She won't talk.
I know. She never talks.
Okay. So comes back down for the 7-ball, which, if he's played it that way, must go past the 9.
Yeah, their windows are a lot smaller than our windows.
Our windows.
I oftentimes need a
That's
picture
cool.
window in order to make things work.
So Stan just went and grabbed a Q extension.
You know, of all the extensions that I've seen, I like those kind of extensions.
Oh,
You know,
what kind is that?
the kind that just sort of
Slips over.
Yep, and you kind of screw it onto the bottom of your Q.
So Stan.
Yes, his name is Stan.
You know that.
Of course you love me. What's not to love?
I didn't say anything about love.
Oh, well.
I said you're live again.
You were thinking it, I know you were.
I was. I was.
That's what I was picking up on, because I can read thoughts.
Yes. So we are tied again on our race to 7.
You know, you do a pretty good job of keeping things on track here.
I attempt to.
All right. So at the conclusion of this particular game, we will ask our first Billiards 911 Trivia Challenge question of the day.
Ooh.
And again, our prize this weekend is a $30 gift certificate to Billiards 911.
I need to go and use mine.
Yeah, you do. Because you're not eligible for trivia again until you use it. Just kidding.
You're not eligible for trivia at all.
I know.
Yeah, but well, at least she didn't get any of these questions.
Yeah, I did not.
Or maybe that should be her job from now on.
I don't know which ones we've asked in the past, though. Like, we have discussed that, though. The fact that we need a database of the questions we have asked.
Yes, we do. And someday we'll have that. When we get rich and famous and can hire some tech people.
Or when I am sick of school and decide that I'm going to build it.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. That was a nice breakout. He made the one ball came down, up and down the table to break out that 2 ball.
Three on the rail, 4 is just below the rack spot in front of the 9 ball.
Which that should go past the 7 just fine.
And 6 is up table. I don't see that. Oh, the 5 is right by his hand. That's why I couldn't see it. So this is, you know, getting from the 6 to the 7 is really going to be the only.
I think that it'll be more.
And it's not really a big deal, so.
Not at all.
At least not the way these guys play.
The 5 to the 6 is a slightly more interesting one, although.
Yeah, he ran into that 5 ball, which drove it to the rail. He wanted a more straight-in shot so he could just roll up for the 6. And so now he's going to have to do a little bit more work. But he could come off that side rail and come over to the other side rail.
He's going to play safe.
Okay, got
So he did play safe, and you can't quite tell from my angle that whether or not. No, you can't see. Oh.
Well, he hit it, but ended up scratching. So this is the opening that Stan needed. Ball in hand. 5 ball out. He should be good.
Yeah. You know, for it being a winter break, it's been really back and forth, which is probably a testament to both of them being great players, but also first thing in the morning, first match of the day, that kind of thing, where they're just kind of getting into a groove. And if we saw this match in 3 hours, it would not be the same thing that's going on right now.
That's kind of true, isn't it?
You know, I see both of these guys as phenomenal players, and they're just getting a little bit out, you know?
Well, and some of that I don't know when Clark recovered this table. This table doesn't get played on a lot, so I'm not sure that he recovered this one.
I don't think so.
So that's going to be something that these guys are going to have to deal with, because the other tables have all been recovered out in the other part of the room. So this one's going to play a bit different than the rest of them.
Just looking at the break lines, if you can still see them on the table, and I think I can see them on our monitor.
Yep.
I definitely. Okay, so she went away right when we were going to ask her a trivia question. So
I know,
I'll
right?
Log into chat.
So Miguel ended up getting out there. So that has actually given him some distance. He's up 4 games to 3 over Stan. Big break, big noisy break in this room.
Yeah.
If you've ever been to Malarkey's, we are in. This little space is something that Clark created for us. I think actually a year ago.
Answer of 6-2 from Jay Rice. I don't know if that's correct.
Close, but no cigar.
Not quite. Okay. Now I know the answer. Nope, not quite that either. Not 4-2. Keep trying.
4-2 was the score after the first day.
Oh. So
yeah.
I know.
East was up over the West 4-2 after the first day. I didn't get a chance to watch any of that. I was really wanting to.
A little bit, but it was late at night and things like that. It was a little bit difficult.
Yeah, being from Manila.
Okay, Jay Rice says East 6, West 2.
No.
No.
And good morning, Jay Rice.
Yes, good morning. That was a very nice bank shot.
Very nice bank shot.
And this is the 2
is that
ball.
The 2 that's on the rail?
On the rail.
Okay.
Just past the side pocket.
I have a table and a monitor that's in my way of seeing the actual table. Yeah, I have all sorts of barriers. So I'm mostly relying on our monitor that we have on top of your little commentator table.
Yeah. And I'm back and forth between looking at the monitor and looking.
Wow, he rolled that out. Interesting. Well, suffice it to say that
somebody says 9-3, which is also incorrect.
They're like all around it, aren't they?
They really are. Too slow for me. That's who said.
Oh, look at that nice save by Miguel. He just grazed the side of the 2 ball, brought it to the rail, and then brought the cue ball between the 7 and the 5.
But unfortunately, Stan can see a piece of that, and maybe even, he only needs to see a sliver of it to cut it down the table, so.
Boy, talk about just being a half inch off, huh? And Stan, see that? It's good. That was still a good save by Miguel because that's an easy shot to rattle, and Stan rattled it.
Yes, Kelly, you did win the APA trivia, or the trivia from the APA, and I believe that means that you are disqualified, actually.
Yes.
From winning,
yes.
From this one.
And my apologies, Kelly. I have not, I was remiss in letting you know that you won, and also letting Billiards 911 know that you won, so I will take care of that this week.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday things kind of get in the way.
Yeah, it's been kind of a crazy couple of weeks since then, at least for me. So all of the balls are open. Everything. The 5-7 is. And Jay Rice says 8-3. Not quite. Close, but no cigar.
I don't think I messed that question up.
I'm trying to look at the chat window, so I'm not looking it up myself.
And I didn't put down the website.
Of course not.
That was the only question I didn't put down the website. Epic fail.
Totally.
Ooh. Well, because he played such great position on that 9 ball, Stan really can't see much of the 6 ball here.
I think he can see enough.
You just think that because it's Stan.
Well. Ooh. Okay. And Stan's going to go ahead and give that to Miguel.
That's the first game we've seen them concede.
No, Stan rattled a 9 ball.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that was how Miguel won that game that I thought Stan was going to win.
Yep.
All right. Well, okay, that was the first game I saw anybody concede because I haven't seen anybody concede yet. And we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, they racked a little bit faster than I thought they would. I forget how fast these guys are.
Yeah.
So Miguel broke. He's made a couple of balls here. And he's getting ready to shoot on the 2 ball. Put a lot of draw on that to bring it back up table for the 3 ball. Got a little bit of a lucky break because he was drawing it right back towards that side pocket. Ended up hitting the point of the pocket. Brought him back for the 3.
Ignacio says he plays on this table a lot, and it's not easy.
We heard that a lot from the guys last year. So, these some of the tables, and I'm not sure how much of them Clark has done this. He's shimmed some of the pockets up on some of these tables to make them play a little bit more like diamonds. And then he also has a specific one pocket table out in the other room too. That
very nice.
Yeah. There's also a 3-cushion billiards table here in this room, courtesy of the Elks Club. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on in this room.
And this is the first break and run of this match.
Yes, it is. Which means Miguel is feeling it.
Yeah, and now Miguel's on the hill. He's feeling well. He's being successful. And he's going to try his best not to let Stan back to the table, this rack. Which means that we still don't have an answer to our
We're at 35 minutes and counting.
Hey, that's not the quickest match I've ever seen.
We were, before Clark put this 9-footer in this room, and we were still streaming from the other room, we had 2 matches that started exactly the same time. Rafael Martinez was playing on one table, and I forget who was playing on our mainstream table. They started at the same time, and it was, I think, a race to 9. Rafael's match was done before the other match was like 4 games in.
Wow.
It was crazy. Like, oh my God.
So Miguel had a really nice break here. Made 2 balls on the break, and has left himself a really wide open table to take that lead. A very wide open
table. I think Stan would consider himself lucky if he gets back up to this table.
Let's hear. Kelly, you were knocked into another room answering the web poll. Stan lost that rack, yes. And they're still playing now, though. And Miguel's on the hill.
Yeah, and unless he makes a mistake, I don't think Stan's getting back up to the table, unfortunately.
No. It's all about that rhythm that we talked about. Miguel has it right now.
He sure does. Wow.
This is not going to be a tournament that I would want to be on the loser's bracket.
I know, right?
If Stan goes on the first round.
Yeah, and Stan went ahead and conceded that. So Stan moves over to the B side, and Miguel stays on the A side.